to come up, lead us in a prayer. And then we're going to do something, since this is the kickoff of Flag Week, hopefully the technology works. And I'm going to ask you all to join me in the 1906 Charles Cohen song, George. George, that was a test. It's a grand old flag, so we'll sing the chorus. But give all please rise and join me in prayer.
Would you join me in spirit of prayer? Eternal God, we give you thanks for the blessings of this day. It's hot outside. It's supposed to be hot in summer, but we're not quite to summer yet. So if you gave us a little relief, we'd be happy. We give you thanks for this club, its work in the community. We ask your spirit to be upon that, upon this group gathered together, upon our guests, to bless all of us this day. Bless this food, take it, nourish our bodies, and keep us in your peace. In the name of Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Buddy Brown, would you lead us in the pledge to the flag, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, I think Ryan is going to introduce this table again.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we did? Okay, well, go for it. Say this table or why?
Okay. No, I have in just a second. We have Jose Fonseca, who is a guest with us, first time guest with us. It's good to have you. And we've got some guests from the Symphony. Elaine Free Robertson is here again. And I know she's not with the Symphony. I'm just doing the nonsense. And we have Rodney Black back in the back there, who is the new director of the YMCA for Irving.
Thank you all for being here today. So yes, we are going to sing a song. We're ready to kick us off. We got the technology. We're ready. The words are right there. Don't follow me. Let's have some announcements right. Please be seated. The City of Irving's 2017 plan included a component that deals with bicycles and bicycle paths. Please go out to cityofirving.org, look up the bicycle plan, and give your input. This is your opportunity to give input. Okay? So we're going to work on that project for about a year, and you'll see us develop a major strategy on what bicycle paths and streets are going to be affected. So if you or your grandchildren like to ride and use the trails, Canyon or some of the others, get your input into the city. Kathy, you want to talk about flags? Where are we at, like 1,420? Our goal is 1,600.
That's including millennium
Including millennium, and we're going to install, Ed, Jose, and I are going to install the sleeves at Grand Travicio, so you'll see those. Bob's already got flags down at Irving Convention Center. So a lot of activity on flags this week. If you want to learn how to put sleeves in, join us at Grand Travicio this afternoon. Okay, well, flag program is working well. Thank you all for the hard work. We still got to do some selling, so we'll get that moving. At this time, I'd like to call on Ryan to introduce our program. It's going to be an exciting musical day. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. Past President. Excellent. So very excited today. It's a very different type of program for us. I'll be a little education on the Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra, but also a nice taste of what really talented musicians can do, even with minimal audiovisual requirements as we have here. So I'd like to introduce the director for the Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra, Mr. Mark Hughes, and musician, get this name right, Vanessa Linia White. All right, give them a warm applause.
Thank you for having us today. The Las Colinas Symphony was formed in 1991, so this is our 32nd year. Our subscription seasons run from October through May to wide variety of concerts. You have a folder there in your file there that has some information about what we're playing. And if you all would, we have also a little entry form. Somebody's going to win a voucher for 2 tickets to one of our concerts this next season. Actually, it's not 2 people. It's a total of 4 tickets away for vouchers. So we'll pass it from at the end of the day. If you can go ahead while we're speaking, a little time, fill your information so we can get started. Why is there, why come the Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra? Well, there's really kind of 3 reasons. Proximity, economy, and quality. We're right down the street. We are performing at the Irving Arts Center across from the high school, so it's easy to get to. You don't have to fight to go downtown like you would to one of the Myers Center. Most of us have to pay for parking to one of the Myers Center events before it's home. Best seats in our house to go for $250 for an entire season. For different programs that we have with this, we have packages, 4 concerts. You get a package where you get Flex tickets where you can come to concert. Maybe you want to use your tickets at all. Come to only 3 concerts. We find ways to make it. In fact, our very popular mini seasons, 4 concerts, and I had somebody speaking to from other states buying me a ticket for him to take his mom to the symphony. Just we've got a date 4 times over the next year. Yeah, it's really a perfect present for the family at that point in time. Our guest artists this year, we have people coming from Pascual, Alyssa coming from Spain, Juan Carlos Lamonaco has been with us a number of times. Come to some of our concerts, and I've seen him. He is from the Colinas Symphony Orchestra. Our maestro, Robert Austin, is right now coming back from Australia, so he performs all over the world. There's a number of concerts where we'll have to perform with their conductor, and then their conductor will come and conduct us. It makes for a really wonderful, interesting cultural exchange. But you don't have to take my word for it about the quality of the orchestra. A member of the orchestra is Teresa Green, and she's going to play for you and just let you get a little feel for it. So Teresa, introduce yourself and what you want to say to you about it.
great idea to start with a coalition by people of American. This is called Vendas, and it is a folk dance, very energetic, very robust music. So I hope you enjoy.
Now, I'd like you to imagine if we had a stage full of musicians of the same kind of caliber as Teresa. That's what the Las Colinas Symphony sounds like. There are other subscribers benefits that we have. We talked briefly about it. We 8 concerts from October through May. First concert will be October 15th. If we have a relationship with the Symphony and Symphony Army, we're really the same orchestra, but we have 3 different locales, 3 different venues, 3 different 501c3 corporations, 3 different board of directors that we answer to, which makes my job interesting. But the idea is that we're able to pool our resources to put on programs that are a little more in depth, that have a few more musicians, and allow us to do things that we couldn't do if we were just doing it as a standalone orchestra. But that gives you an opportunity too. And if, let's say, you can't make it to one of the concerts, perhaps you can go to the Garland concert the night before, or go to the Irving concert on Thursday. But you also have people to work with you to let us know that you can't come to a concert. We'll bank your tickets, and so instead of having 2 tickets to the November concert, you have 4. You can bring friends. We're all thinking about it. But the most important thing is that the music itself, classical music, and its time was popular music, and it is important to this day. You see Mozart that wrote something 200 years ago, or Beethoven, that you listen to today, and you see that it still has meaning, it still has a lot of emotion that the music has, that touches our hearts when it plays. You know, music is everywhere, and everywhere you go, whether it's commercials or in my day, we used to get a lot of classical music, watching cartoons and things like that. But it's music is everywhere in our life. You might be surprised if you come to a concert and go, oh, wait a minute, that's a Delta commercial. Now it's rock mama, but yes, it is. It's that. But you know, music is everywhere. You know, we have a national anthem, we sing songs here. When somebody has a birthday, we sing birthday. We don't have a national poem. It's integral to our lives, no matter where we are. Legend has it that the European youth swan is completely silent throughout its lifetime. It only sings one gorgeous and beautiful song before it dies. In 1886, French composer Camille Saint-Saëns composed his version of the swan song. I'd like you to, it's trace of places and just kind of visualize the swan. And even maybe bring to your own mind somebody in your life that is important. And as you listen to this music, just kind of a mix of somebody that is important in your life, that aids you along the way. And you kind of superimpose that with the song, I think you get a feel for what the musical experience is. And if while you're playing, Trace is playing, if you could gather up those entry slips and have those ready for the victim. Trace. bass in the orchestra. As a nonprofit, the Las Colinas Symphony Orchestra has a number of young people's programs. This summer, in fact, today we had one of them. We'll do 26 kids' notes programs, where we'll introduce children to instruments from ages, toddlers through second, third grade. And we go into libraries and we read them a story, and we have a musician play them some music, and then we have what we call headings, where we'll let the kids actually play on a musical instrument. We get a really big kick out of this. We have a program that we do with Irving schools when we go. It's called It's a Musical World, looking for little older grade school kids and bring them in and have a program of music and discussion about where music is and coming from all over the world, types of music that they get to hear. And the idea is we're trying to inspire them to pick up an instrument and be part of the quality programs that you have in urban public schools, and knowing that it's important that we do. We also have a Lone Star Youth Orchestra. It's the only non-tuition youth orchestra, and it's right here in Irving. And it's from talented sixth graders through high school. It's an audition orchestra, but we are able to take students who are playing along, doing what they're doing in school, but augments what they're doing all over the country. In fact, this last season we had an LSY alumni, Marcus Pyle, who did a concerto with us this season. He went on from working or being a member of the Lone Star Youth Orchestra. We had a guest artist who was the principal violist from the London Philharmonic, came and he heard on this play, and he arranged for him to get a scholarship for Royal Academy of Music. And Marcus took that and with it. He got into Juilliard, got his master's degree, got his doctorate from NYU, and now he's a professor at Davidson College in South Carolina. So the music opened doors for me. We know that music is important for students, especially in today's times, that they need a place to belong. Students in 2019, in Science Daily published a study about how music students do better in school than non-musical peers. And they say, learning to play a musical instrument, playing in an ensemble is very demanding. The student has to learn to read music notation, develop hand-eye coordination, develop keen listening skills, develop team skills for playing in an ensemble, and develop the discipline to practice. All those learning experiences are more player-role enhancing the learner's cognitive capabilities, executive functions, motivation to learn in school, and self-confidence. We know that music is a science, it's mathematical, it's a foreign language, it's history, it's a physical activity. Music requires cooperation, collaboration. Music is art. It helps students learn, recognize the future, and to ultimately realize that they have the capability of making inanimate object of wood, metal, and corsair on the road, and make music like what you've heard today. It's vital that we have music programs that we do. That's a lot of what our mission is with the Las Colinas Symphony, because we feel it's important to bring people along to the next generation and give them a place to belong. So we support the symphony. So a lot of the support goes to help us with that mission. Finally, there's a certain thing about going to a symphony concert. I kind of analogize it as you watch fireworks on TV. It's not the same as being. When you're at a concert, you're able to watch and see the musicians actually making music and all the different things that they have to do. You see a conductor doing something up on stage and realizing he's kind of like the CEO of the organization, nobody really knows what he's doing, but he kind of has to be there to help keep things together. It's a wonderful, just a visual experience to go with the beautiful sounds that you're going to hear. Speaking of tickets, somebody's going to get a free ticket. Can we go ahead and do our prom?
Oh, John Van Buren.
We'll get this information.
One more?
One more. Rodney Black. Rodney, you're doing great. You're tasting them.
All right, would you all like to hear Chris play one more?
You know, like I don't need to. I'll give it right because I'm sure you all know this piece. I'm one with a grace. So, I'm going to play for you Spring from Four Seasons by Irving. And I would like you, it's almost summer, but it's spring. Remind you what spring is all about. Beautiful singing of birds. And the spring, the groove is flowing. And you can hear the refreshing symphony somewhere there. I want you to try to listen to all the sounds that I'm going to actually perform with the orchestra on the speaker. And there's also storms, so that's the only, I would say, no upcoming storms. And I thought it's a perfect moment to play this piece.
us and like us on your social media. Actually, Teresa had a social media page for her conversation as well. That did this presentation really good. So after that, just have her sing a song. And well, you know what? We're gonna ask her to sing that song because it's wonderful. But I would say I'm leading the program with Teresa, but I would ask that you consider joining the Las Colinas for our Symphony for this upcoming season. Helping us and help us underwrite some of our education programs and be part of that and just keeping this easy. So I hope to see you at our concert beginning on October 15th. But now we're going to enter assistance.
For you, the jazz standard from my home. When I fall in love, it will be forever. I never fall in love in a restless world like this is. Never seen that before. It's begun. And to me moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will become free. Or I give my heart. And the moment I can feel that, you feel that right when I fall.
Well, you told me you were going to give us a surprise at the end. I think you certainly did. Beautiful, beautiful voice. Thank you for sharing that. Mark, thank you for bringing all the information and sharing the children's program that you're doing. That is a great, great way to reach out and reach our young children and help them make a decision. And then by the time, they're in the 5th grade, they really need to decide, go to middle school. And so, looking at your program, you've got a great, great series of concerts coming up. So congratulations. I look forward to October 15th, or December 17th, Christmas. That's always a sellout of that, isn't it? Good, good. So, and then February the 8th, you're going down to a great, great group of concerts put together. We look forward to it. And thank you for sharing your talents and your musicians' talents across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. As I read about Maestro, I saw where he's the maestro for several different orchestras, which really helps our region share music and classical music and get this back out to our residents. So thank you for all that you do for our city here in the Irving area. Teresa, thank you again. Beautiful. I never thought about using my JBL speaker the way you did, but you made it sound exceptionally well in the background. But thank you. And yes, I could hear the birds. And yes, the swan, I could just feel. I could just hear it. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing today. Are there any other comments, announcements for today before we adjourn? Yes, ma'am.
Remind everybody that Robert Carter Austin was the conductor of the first time the Irving Symphony played at the Arts Center.
All right.
He's also the one that helped pick out the piano.
Excellent. Well, I hope he's involved in the one they're working on now. I bet that he is, yeah. So the Art Center is evaluating the new style. Hopefully they'll start the process in July. And it will hopefully be available for this concert season. So, yeah, I think we got a reason to know that first. But that's when I heard from Todd, they're going to develop a new climate control, and we're going to bait this thing. So looking forward to that. Ryan?
So our speaker next week, our speaker next week is Dr. Carrie Perkins. So she is the winner of the Rotary Peace Scholar. And so she's going to be telling us some of the things that she's done with that scholarship winner and some of the work she's done around the world on resettlement. That should be a really exciting talk by Dr. Carrie Perkins.
Excellent. Also, I have invited, reached out, and as you all know, the city of Irving has hired a new police chief. His name is Derek Miller. He came to us from Carrollton. He joined us Wednesday morning at Henry Homes. We got a chance to meet him. Super guy. Grew up kind of like Chief Spotty in the police force business since Chief Miller was raised over in the Benbrook area. So he's very well educated, has a lot of the same philosophies and ideas that the city of Irving has experienced through our past four police chiefs, which have all been excellent. So we'll have a great program. We'll have Chief Miller here next week and join us for that. I didn't give you an opportunity. Was there any questions from the Rotarians or visitors or Mark about what's going on at the Las Colinas Symphony? Any questions? All right, Mark, you must have done a good job. All right, if you would all please rise and bow and lead us in the four-way test.
Please join me in the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First,
Is it true?
second,
Is it fair to all concerned?
third,
Will it build goodwill in our friendships?
fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Ring that bell.